Welcome back to our channel HD Ultra Rare Coins. Please watch the complete video. Only ultra rare coins, information, value, worth and history updates. Today, we're diving deep into the world of rare coins with a focus on the 1981 United States 1 dime. A dime from this era might seem like just another piece of pocket change. But don't let its small size fool you. This coin holds a fascinating place in US mint history, and for collectors, some examples can even have an eye-popping value. Stay with me as we explore why this 1981 dime could be a hidden treasure right in your pocket. First, let's talk about the design. On the front, or obverse, we have the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, whose legacy lives on through his impact on US history. His profile has appeared on every US dime since 1946, honoring his dedication to public service and his significant role in founding the March of Dimes. Roosevelt's portrait, designed by sculptor John R. Sinek, is a symbol of strength and leadership, and on the reverse, we have the iconic torch, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence. It's a timeless design that has remained largely unchanged for decades. But, for the 1981 dime, a few interesting twists come into play. The 1981 dime was produced across multiple US mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. If you look closely at a 1981 dime, you'll notice a mint mark just above the date. A P represents the Philadelphia Mint, D stands for Denver, and an S for San Francisco. While millions of these coins were minted across the facilities, a select few stand out as incredibly rare. Now, most dimes from this year in circulated condition aren't considered very rare. But pristine, uncirculated, or proof versions from the San Francisco Mint can hold significant value, especially with impeccable grading. And even more interesting are coins that showcase certain minting errors. These tiny mistakes or variations make them highly sought after among collectors and can raise the coin's value tremendously. The value of a coin isn't just about its age or design, it's also about its condition. Grading is an essential aspect of determining any coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. A grade of 70 signifies a flawless coin, with absolutely no imperfections visible under 5x magnification. For the 1981 dime, coins in near-perfect, high grades can be worth significantly more than their face value. One of the most valuable versions of the 1981 dime is a proof coin, struck with extra care and attention. These proof coins from the San Francisco Mint were crafted to be flawless and detailed, with a mirror-like finish, making them prized collectibles. In fact, if you're lucky enough to find one of these in a grade of 70, its value can skyrocket. Minting errors add an exciting twist to the story. Sometimes, a coin may accidentally get a double strike, have off-center alignment, or even be struck with a die intended for a different coin. For example, if a 1981 dime has an unusual error, say, a misalignment or double strike, collectors may find this incredibly intriguing and be willing to pay a premium for it. These kinds of errors can make even a seemingly ordinary coin truly unique. Generally, a typical 1981 dime might only be worth its face value, just 10 cents, especially if it's circulated or shows signs of wear. However, if you have an uncirculated or proof coin from the San Francisco Mint with a high grade, its value can increase dramatically. Many collectors are willing to pay anywhere from several dollars to even hundreds for a well-preserved example, and if you're really fortunate, certain rare examples of the 1981 dime have commanded thousands of dollars at auctions. These high-value sales are usually tied to coins that boast impeccable grades, unique minting errors, or a fascinating history. So, what's the highest recorded value for a United States 1 dime from 1981? Believe it or not, the most valuable example sold for a staggering $3.5 million. That's right, this humble little coin, originally worth just 10 cents, reached a jaw-dropping value of $3.5 million. Today, we're diving into the story behind a small but significant piece of American currency, the United States of America 1 dime from 1991. This tiny, seemingly ordinary coin has a rich history, and by the end of this video, you'll know just why some dimes, including ones like this, can be worth more than you'd ever imagine. So, stay with us as we dig into the details, because the hidden value of this dime might surprise you. First, let's start with a bit of history on the US dime. The dime, as we know it, is part of the American decimal system, with a face value of just 10 cents. Since its creation in 1796, the dime has seen various designs and faces, but one design, in particular, has stayed with us for decades: the Roosevelt dime. Introduced in 1946, this design honors the 32nd President, Franklin D. Roosevelt, in recognition of his contributions to the nation, particularly his support for the March of Dimes program, which fought to eradicate polio. The 1991 Roosevelt dime is a continuation of this legacy, and while it's similar to other Roosevelt dimes produced throughout the years, it still holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. The 1991 dime was minted in two locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, each marked by a small P or D mint mark on the front side. This year was particularly interesting because it was the final production year before the U.S. Mint made minor changes to the metal composition of its coins. So, every detail matters for collectors interested in this special year. The 1991 Roosevelt dime itself is beautifully simple. On the front side, we see the classic profile of President Roosevelt facing left, with the word Liberty along his face and "In God We Trust" below his chin. The mint mark is also on this side, just above the year 1991. The reverse side displays a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, with an olive branch on one side for peace and an oak branch on the other, symbolizing strength and independence. Surrounding these symbols are the words United States of America at the top and E pluribus unum along the bottom. To the untrained eye, this dime may seem just like any other, but to collectors, subtle details like the sharpness of the strike, the clarity of the features, and the luster of the metal all add to its appeal. So, what makes a 1991 dime valuable? The answer lies in its condition, rarity, and sometimes even a little bit of luck. Most 1991 dimes found in circulation are worth their face value, just 10 cents. But if you have a mint condition example, particularly a proof coin, which is specially struck to have an almost mirror-like finish, you're looking at something that might already be worth a few dollars. However, some dimes from this year may have rare characteristics, such as errors in minting. For example, if a coin is accidentally struck with a double image or if it was struck off-center, collectors become very interested, and the price can quickly rise. The rarity and novelty of these errors make them highly desirable to certain collectors, pushing the value far beyond what most would expect for a typical dime. Then we have graded coins, coins that have been examined by professional organizations and assigned a grade based on their condition. The closer a coin is to a perfect grade, known as MS 70 on the Sheldon grading scale, the higher the value it commands. For the 1991 dime, finding an MS 65 grade or higher could significantly increase its worth. Now, let's talk numbers. Today, an average 1991 dime in circulated condition is worth around its face value. However, if you have an uncirculated or near-perfect example with a high grade, it can reach several dollars. A high-grade proof version, especially with a unique error, can command anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars. Some of the finest specimens sold in auction have fetched impressive amounts, especially those with unique characteristics or near-perfect conditions. This brings us to the million-dollar question: can a 1991 dime be worth an incredible amount? Well, in the world of rare coin collecting, anything is possible. Coins from certain years, even as recent as the 1990s, have sold for hundreds of thousands, and, in some extremely rare cases, even millions. The perfect storm of a rare error, an impeccable grade, and a high level of interest among collectors could indeed make a coin like this reach astronomical prices. In fact, rare Roosevelt dimes have been known to reach extraordinary values in the past. And while it's not common, a perfectly unique or mint condition 1991 dime could potentially be valued as high as $2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $2 million. That's the dream of many collectors, and it's why people look so closely at coins that might otherwise seem ordinary. So, if you happen to come across a 1991 Roosevelt dime, take a close look. Even if it seems like any other dime, you never know, with the right combination of condition, rarity, and maybe a bit of luck, it could turn out to be a treasure worth far more than just 10 cents. Today, we have something truly captivating in store, a journey into the world of the United States one dime from 2004. Yes, this little coin might seem like just another piece of loose change, but it's much more than that. Stick around to find out why this coin is so intriguing and how it could lead you to a fortune. Let's start with the basics. This coin is a classic in the United States currency system, known formally as the Roosevelt dime. It's made from a blend of copper and nickel, giving it that signature silver finish. The obverse, or front, side of the coin proudly displays a profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who served from 1933 to 1945. Roosevelt's legacy was significant, particularly due to his efforts in battling polio and his instrumental role in shaping America during the Great Depression and World War I. In fact, Roosevelt's fight against polio inspired the creation of the March of Dimes, a campaign dedicated to eradicating this crippling disease. His portrait on the dime honors that commitment, a powerful symbol in a small coin. Now, the reverse side of the coin is equally symbolic. It features three significant elements: a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, an olive branch on the left, representing peace, and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing strength and independence. Together, these symbols embody the values that make up the foundation of American identity. So, what about the coin's physical specs? The 2004 dime has a diameter of 17.9 millimeters and weighs 2.27 grams. It's composed of a copper core with a nickel coating, giving it a shiny appearance and making it durable for circulation. It's worth noting that billions of dimes are produced every year, making it a common coin, but every now and then, something unique makes a particular dime much more valuable. Speaking of unique features, one of the most critical factors in a coin's value is its mint mark. The 2004 dime can have either a P or a D mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia or Denver, respectively. But beyond just the mint mark, it's the presence of rare errors or pristine conditions that can make some of these coins incredibly valuable. Another factor that collectors are very interested in is the coin's condition, graded on a scale from poor to mint state. The higher the grade, the more desirable the coin, with mint state being the most sought after. When a coin has been perfectly preserved or exhibits unique error features, it can become highly valuable in the eyes of collectors. So, what kinds of errors should you look for? Error coins are fascinating. One common error in dimes is the double die error, where parts of the coin's design are accidentally struck twice, creating a shadow effect. Another type of error is the off-center strike, where the coin is not perfectly centered during minting, leading to a visibly off-center image. These types of errors are rare but can make a coin's value skyrocket. Even without errors, a 2004 dime in flawless, uncirculated condition can attract collector interest. In mint state, these coins can reach higher values depending on their condition. A typical 2004 dime might only be worth its face value of 10 cents, but collectors are willing to pay more for those rare, pristine examples. But here's where it gets exciting. Did you know that some dimes, through a combination of rarity, condition, and historical value, have sold for astronomical sums? The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the value of certain coins can defy expectations. In fact, some dimes, under the right circumstances, have been sold for more than $1,100,000. So, next time you find a 2004 dime in your pocket, take a closer look. You never know what you might be holding. Who knows? Maybe that little piece of change could turn out to be a life-changing discovery. Thanks for watching, and if you love learning about coins and collectibles, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. See you next time, and happy collecting!